Hello, my name is Michael Bond and I'm the director of Trick of the Mind. I also wrote it, did the camera and all the paperwork and pretty much everything except acting in it, which I would have liked to have done as well. Because this is a Chairstackers sketch or skit as it were. We're not quite up to producing full episodes yet. This is 8 minutes long. But yeah, I've been developing these characters for a while. They're all based on the people who are playing them here. I am a Chairstacker as well, but obviously I can't be in this one. I'm referred to later on as being on holiday, so that's where I am. Hopefully we'll make the next one. If we do make the next one, then I'll be in it. This is for a college project. It was filmed a couple of years ago, and it's the first thing I ever filmed and directed and stuff. So there's lots of production errors in it. If you'll excuse those.
Stuart, you're asking me to suspend my disbelief to the height equivalent of Ben Nevis. First, you asked me to believe imaginary friends exist. Now you're trying to tell me Johnny's got brainwaves.
I suppose. The reason this is all about imaginary friends and stuff is because basically I can only use these 4 actors. I can only use a house, so I'm very limited. So I can't make up a villain, otherwise I'd have to cast him. So first of all, he's invisible, and second of all, when he does appear, he's actually Jamie, which is good because Jamie gets to relish in these sorts of things. Relish, is that the right word? Relish.
Remember the hypodeoxyribonucleic cabulator? One click.
Only Hannah could say that word. That's why I gave it to her.
Stop naked.
It's actually the long form of DNA with hyper put in front of it, so it's hyper DNA, which doesn't make a heap of sense.
Yes, Stu, why don't you try and get him back to normal?
I can't remember how I did that. I just filmed an empty sofa and put an echo on Jamie's voice. I think we filmed it with him sitting there and feeding in the lines. Yeah, there's a reference to me.
If imaginary friends were meant to exist in the real world, they would, but they don't. Simple as that.
Yeah, I suppose.
It was cool.
You can dismantle that machine? Nope. What did Hannah say? Cheers, boss, mate.
The curtains are drawn here. There's a reason for that. It's because when you're filming, as many filmmakers will know, it's best to deal with one sort of light. So you can either deal with the light from the light bulbs or the light from outside. And if you've got the light from outside, you have to do a white balance. And at this stage, I couldn't do a white balance. So I drew the curtains and we're using light bulbs. So yeah, it's probably daytime outside, but but it looks like it's dark. That's a zoom that went completely wrong, but it's in there anyway. Didn't have much time to refilm anything. These aren't they're not proper. We aren't proper actors, so there's only so many times I can ask them to reshoot a scene. There's a jump cut. That's because the tape was completely ruined because I laughed. I laughed because I thought he'd got his line wrong, but he got his line right. And so the whole tape was messed up because of me.